Or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios, powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live on the free Odyssey app. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
Wow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Larry Steinhouse Show, where money, mindset, and a little madness all come together. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse, and joined always by the brilliant Dr. Debbie Anderson, bringing her sharp insights and wisdom, and of course the one and only Omri Morad, keeping things fun, fiery, and full of laughs. Ooh. Today we're diving into stock options, real estate, wealth building strategies, plus breaking down what's happening in the economy, politics, and current events. All of these things that impact your money and your future. We're going to give you actionable insights, a few laughs, and maybe a little controversy, because that's how we do it here. All right, we're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling Headquarters, where you can learn how to invest in real estate, trade stocks, and build a financial life you've always wanted. Don't forget to RSVP for our free Thursday night class at
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
It's your chance to learn the secrets of real wealth. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors. So our sponsor, Marketing Agency Near You. Hey, this is the team that builds all our websites. They build the Investor Schooling website, the Sultan Income Fund website, LarrySteinhouse.com website, and our charity Lev27 website as well. You can claim your free consultation and plan at yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. I also want to thank Peter at PB Adjusting. My friend Peter and his team help homeowners get more money from their insurance claims. You can visit pbadjusting.com to learn how they can help you as well. And of course, the Sultan Income Fund. You get to invest with the Sultan and collect like a king. Oh man, this is for accredited investors only. And we're not allowed to say anymore that it gives you 3 to 4% a month, because our attorney said we're not allowed to say that anymore. So we say returns so great, our attorney said we can't tell you what they are. All right, we want to hear from you, and you can call us at
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1130. People don't believe that I can say more than websites and phone numbers. You know that? I blame you.
I don't believe that. We were almost through the whole intro, and you didn't say anything. I'm amazed.
Oh my God!
I'm totally blown away that we got this far before you stopped the intro.
That's 855-939-1137.
Now you're yelling into the microphone.
Really, and now you can join the conversation. You can ask your questions or just have a little fun with us live on the air. So grab your coffee, or if you're driving in your car, grab your coffee in your cup holder. Turn up the volume and get ready for another insightful, unpredictable, and always entertaining episode of The Larry Steinhouse Show. All right, let's get started, Omri.
Yes.
What's happening in your life, man?
Ooh, a lot. I'm in the middle of a full-day event here in the school. And you came to me and said we're still doing the radio show.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on in the next room. Maybe it's on fire. I don't know. Maybe it's a swingers party. Something is happening in the other room, whatever it is right now.
Right.
We'll need to go back there in an hour and see what's going on.
Right, so we have our Money Hacks event today, which is always amazing. We have great speakers. We have great fun. And the room is so packed that we ran out of chairs, didn't we?
It's amazing, yeah. And it's funny because Debbie came yesterday and she's like, we don't have enough chair. And I was at your house and I'm like, nah, it will be okay.
I know.
And I went to my house and I brought 10 more, and it's like, okay.
I know. We still need more. Actually, we did have some in the warehouse that we forgot to bring over, but there's no more room to put them in there anymore.
That's fair. Okay.
So luckily, we're buying the office. We actually bought the office next door. We're having it renovated, and we're going to be able to move our offices or our desks in there, which would be great because that way we can now have more room for the next one. As a matter of fact, you know what? We have a special for the people who are going to go to the next one, which is what, February what?
21st, I think. What, the next Money Hacks?
The next Money Hacks.
Yeah, I think it's February 21. Let me double check. I mean,
anybody
we have so many things
to,
going on in February. It's like crazy.
If anybody wants to, they can actually go to the next one, and there's a coupon. You can go for $47.
I'm sorry, February 7th. February 7th.
February 7th. Wait,
yeah.
when is the Financial IQ?
Yeah, I think Financial IQ is February 7th. We should stop doing.
I know. Okay, yes, I have it in my calendar wrong. That's what it is. All right, so Financial IQ is 678. I have it on my calendar wrong, so I believe it's the 21st.
Okay, so anyway, so the 21st,
yes.
We have to double check that. So if you wanted to go on the 21st, it's a great event. You can go to 4mmw.com. That's the number 4mmw.com. And you can sign up for $47 if you use the coupon code TODAY, because that's a today only. We're using that next door. All right. So we're having this great event. We're having some great speakers. Dan Satowski is now speaking about how to get passive income.
I know. I hate missing when he speaks.
I know, because that's something you want to do.
I hate missing when he speaks. Yeah, I hate missing.
I know
when
that's
he
your
speaks.
favorite. That's your favorite new method of making money is what he's teaching.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing in Delaware. I'm following his method
yeah.
to do Delaware. So
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so Delaware is actually going over pretty well so far. I'm so excited. We finally have the rough electric approved. We have the rough plumbing approved. We have the HVAC approved. We have, so hopefully Monday the guy's going to come out for the fire blocking and the insulation inspection. So I reached out to him, left him an email and a voicemail, so hopefully he'll come out Monday. But it's starting to really move along. So the drywall is there. We have to get a little bit more insulation up in there, but it's, hopefully we can order the kitchen soon. The bathroom will start getting done soon. And I'm hoping within the next maybe 2 months or so, everything will be done and it'll be ready to get rented out. So it's really coming along now. Now that everything's, because it took a really long time to get people who were qualified to go out there and who were licensed to go out there.
Right.
And then the prices were a little more than what I wanted to pay, but whatever. But it's finally starting to move along, so I'm excited about that.
And this all started with, if you remember, if you were a listener to our show, there was a day where we were doing the show, and the guy came to clean the place out, and took all the plumbing out, and
all the radiators,
all the radiators out,
all the plumbing,
yeah.
And you didn't ask him to do that. He did it thinking he was supposed to do it,
yeah.
And he created a mess for you.
So instead of it costing me $6,000, it has cost me almost $20,000.
Wow, and just heating, right?
And just heating.
Yeah.
Just because of that mistake.
So tell us about the plan with this house. What is it that you intend to do with this?
So the goal for this is I'm going to put in a renter for 6 to 12 months. Like I'm going to get a seasoned renter in there. And then after 6 to 12 months, I am going to sell it to a turnkey investor. So what the goal with that would be is I'm going to put together 2 notes. So I'll sell it to somebody and they'll put 30% down. I'll pay off my first note, which I used to buy the property, and then I'm going to keep the second note as my income, my monthly income. So
very cool.
Yeah, so that's the goal. And that's actually what Dan teaches, right? So he talks about putting a place together and then, fixing it up and then selling it to a turnkey investor, holding a note and then selling the other one. Like he holds his notes because he can finance his own, but I can't do that quite yet. I'm still kind of in the process.
Sure.
So I'm going to get a note to pay off my original investor so that it's done. And then the leftover, which should be around somewhere between, I'm hoping between 40 and 50 grand, or maybe closer to 40, whatever, we'll see. And I'll hold that as monthly income. So I'll hold that note for about 10 years and I'll get monthly income off of that, which will be great.
So it's funny. I'm looking at the chat. Nobody's chatting with us. You know why?
Because everybody's upstairs.
They're all in the room. They're all in the room next door.
So I have a question to you about that
Yeah.
and about the method here.
Yeah.
Basically, you transfer the deed. When you sell, you hold the deed, or you sell it.
I sell it
You
properly.
sell it, and it's seller financing. So what she's going to do is she's going to be basically the bank.
I'm going to be the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. So I'll sell it, and they'll have the deed, and then the first note that I have will be to pay off my original lender.
And you will have a promissory note and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
a
got
promissory
you.
note and a mortgage.
Promissory note and a mortgage.
Right. So now she makes money. So she renovates the place, and then she makes money.
Yeah.
On the interest.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you like 10%?
10%. He does 9.99%
which is nice. Yeah, which is
for 10
fantastic.
years.
And you
So
don't
it's
need to worry about anything about the property. Now it's somebody else's issue.
Right. So that's why I want to fix it up nicely
Right.
to make sure that it's done right. That's why I'm so like, well, we have to do this, we have to do this, because I don't want to sell it to a turnkey investor and them have problems. I want it to be perfect, right? I don't want them to have any issues at all. So that's why I want to season the tenant in there to make sure that it's a good tenant and it's not a problem tenant. So if I season them for at least 6 to 12 months, I'll know it's a good tenant, and then I can sell it as a turnkey investment so that whoever buys this property is not going to have any issues. They're going to have somebody who's going to stay there. They're not going to have any issues with, the walls or the plumbing or the electric or the heating or anything. Everything should work just perfectly. And then this way they can keep it as a rental income property for however long they want to keep it.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's a really great model, and if you do enough of them, like Dan lives off this.
Dan lives off
He's
it.
making $300,000 a year doing this. Just that alone.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So he buys the property, renovates it, sells it to somebody as the bank. He becomes a bank. They give him a deposit, sells it as a bank, and then he keeps the property. And if there's a problem, he just takes the property back.
Yeah.
which is nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
Nice model.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. So, my big news, I moved into my house 2 days ago.
It's your house. Woo!
Oh my goodness! And I'll tell you, I have never realized how hard it is to move. I forgot how hard it is to move. So it's like my whole life was all packed up in boxes. This morning I couldn't even find my socks. That's how difficult my life was at the moment.
Yeah.
I have rich people problems,
Aww.
right? Rich people problems, right?
That's funny.
So I know it's funny. So and everybody knows why I had to buy the house, right?
Oh, for goodness sake, let it go.
Because
Let it go already.
You were bored.
No, I bought the house because Debbie house shamed me.
I didn't house shame you.
Debbie house shamed
I
me.
did
Is
not
it a real
have to.
thing? House shame you?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
recent house shaming about 3
Yeah.
months ago.
Is it a real thing?
She house shamed me about 3
I
months
didn't
ago.
house shame him. Okay, so here's what happened. So he bought a car for Linda, his wife, the BMW
Right.
off of Dan Zatowski that we were just talking about.
Right.
Anyway, so Larry and I went over to his house that morning.
So what happened was Linda couldn't go because Linda's brother had just died. And I already sent Dan the check. And I'm
remember,
like,
yeah.
I got to go pick up the car. I said, hey, Debbie, can you? And we had to go to Delaware to pick up the car. So I was like, Debbie, hey, can you come with me? Because Linda can't go.
If I would come with you, this whole scenario could be avoided.
I know. I wouldn't have my new house. So maybe it was a good thing that Debbie came.
I agree.
So
you should be thanking me for buying your new house.
well, you're still house shaming. I said, you're taking it as an insult. I didn't necessarily say it was an insult.
He's not talking about the conclusion. He's talking about how things.
Right.
Yeah.
How it
I'm not
started.
saying it was a bad thing that your house shamed me.
All right.
So anyway, Debbie pulls up to my house to pick me up, and go ahead.
So I pull up at his house, and I don't go. I've never been inside your house, but
You've never
I
even
pull.
been to my house.
I've never. Yeah, that was the first time I was ever there. Actually, yeah. So, but I've never been in, which is funny because my husband's been inside your house, which I think is interesting. Anyway, so I pull up to his house, and he comes out, and he gets in my car, and I'm like, this is not the house I would have expected for you, because I expected like something bigger or something. I don't know. I guess I just expected more. And I say that because my house, my current house, is bigger than your old house that you just sold.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like I have a huge house. I don't.
No.
But I just.
Now I'm gonna house shame you. Your house is really small.
Now,
yeah.
yes, you could put my house inside of a couple of my houses inside your new house. Yeah,
It's true.
Yes, yeah, you could put a couple of mine in yours. Yes, but I just didn't expect it. I just expected, I don't know, more from him, and I just didn't.
Don't come to my house.
Why?
Just don't.
His
I've
house is
been
really
to your
nice.
house. I've been to your house already.
nice.
I'm afraid of the consequences.
I've been to your
I'm-
house
Oh, you're afraid you might have to go buy a house?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, none.
I've
yeah.
been to your house
Not
already.
in my car, not in my houses.
Whatever.
No.
So that was like the final straw. I mean, it was like, I see, some of the people I hang around with, some of my coaches and some of my friends, they have really big houses, really nice houses, and it wasn't as important to me as till now. And then I'm like, I probably should have a nicer house, and then Debbie has to house shame me. And literally, it wasn't, it was 3 weeks later. I started looking at houses, and we started looking at different houses, and we just bought a beautiful house in Newtown, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Has a cabana in the back, and
What is that?
what?
What was it?
When was what?
It's a cabana?
A cabana.
It's a cabana.
It's a cabana.
It's a cabana.
And it's a cabana.
So I think what's interesting. So my house, like I said, it's not that big, but now
It's
like
a cabana with a bathroom.
It is a cabana with a bathroom.
Sorry, Deb.
I wanted to use the bathroom.
I'm going to finish bugging him,
Well, so what I was thinking is like the house I'm in right now because my kids have moved out. So
You need a cabana and a bathroom.
I need
Yes,
a
you do.
cabana. I don't have a cabana, so I don't need a bathroom in the cabana.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, but my house right now, it's too big for me, and my husband right now. Like I was thinking about it this morning because it's just kind of big. Because there's like there's 3 rooms that we don't even walk into. You know what I mean? Like and we never use the dining room because we've been going out to eat a lot. But we're just it's just a big house, right? And your house, like 5 of my houses will fit in your house.
Not
and
5, but okay.
But 2,
Three?
there's
Three?
2 of you. At least 3. How big is your new place?
So without the basement, 7,000 square feet.
Yeah, so my house is like 2,600 square feet.
Okay.
So, yeah, so there's 3 of my
right.
houses will fit in yours, not including the basement.
Right.
And there's only 2 of you. And I'm telling you right now that
Well, it's 2 of us and a dog.
So you see,
but what I'm saying is that my little 2,600 square foot house is too big for me and my husband.
know.
And now you
Most
have
people
one.
downsize at my age.
And
I upsize.
You're upsizing.
Right, because you house shame me.
I did.
and now she make you feel bad about it, so you will sell.
I know. So now she's like,
yeah.
oh, now I got to go move into a 55 retirement home,
There you
condo
go.
or something,
Oh.
All because of you.
All because of me.
Right. She's house shaming me again. No matter what, I can't win. Isn't that how it works with women now?
Yeah, it
She's not
seems
even my
like
wife, and I can't even win her.
Oh, well, apparently I'm your wife because of the,
Oh, that was funny too.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was setting up all the food for. So you had Latip at your house here at the school like
Right.
a couple of days ago. So I was setting up all the food. We have somebody that we use, and I guess she doesn't know it, but I've been texting with her back and forth. I said, "All right, this is what we need," and whatever. And then I see the invoice, and it says Debbie Steinhouse.
Shh, be careful. My wife might be listening.
And it was just so funny. And I took a picture of it, sent it to Larry. I said, "I guess we're married now," you
Yeah,
know.
right.
And it was just kind of funny. And Omri's just shaking his head. So I showed it to my husband, and he just looks at me and raises an eyebrow, and he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I guess so, you know." So, but I don't get any of the benefits. I don't have this big, huge house to live in, or that bathroom in the cabana. So, you know, come
And
on.
she doesn't even have to get sex with me either.
And I don't get sex with him either. I think that's okay, though. I'm all right with that one.
Oh man!
Can we move on?
All right. No, it's like this.
Can we move on?
Do I have it?
Do you have it in there?
Can we move on? Let's move on.
I don't have a button on it. All right, so let's move on. Is right.
So
Okay.
let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the real estate? Keep talking about real estate, or you want to talk about what's going on with the covered calls?
Let's talk about cover calls. That's fine. Sure, we
Let's
can
do
do that.
that.
Yeah. So the cool thing about, I mean, it just keeps going. It's amazing, right? How much money did you make this month?
Just under 17 grand.
$17,000 Debbie made on how much money?
230.
$230,000. She made $17,000.
Yeah.
That's for a month,
Amazing.
right? And this is what we're teaching. We're teaching this incredible method of making money, and it's funny because it all started like, you know, we've been teaching stock options for a really long time, but we developed. So it's not like, I mean, I didn't invent this stuff. I just kind of perfected it, right? So we developed a method of using covered calls with stocks that generates, I don't know, anywhere from 6 or 7% a month on your money, which is amazing. Amazing numbers.
We saw 15 at with some people.
What's that?
We saw almost 15
Yeah, right.
with some
right,
people.
Right, but that's but the really safe way to
Yeah.
do it, the way we do it, the really safe way is
Yeah.
we do it this way, and it works. It works really, really well.
Anywhere between 6 and 8%.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So the money, I mean, it's an amazing thing. And now we have the Sultan Income Fund, which is another thing that's really cool. We have this fund that's paying people. It pays people about, oh wait, I can't say. I'm not allowed to say that it pays 3 to 4% a month anymore because the attorney says I can't say it anymore. The attorney says it has to be, you know, returns so good that my attorney says I can't tell you what they are. That's what we have to say now. And it's amazing because the people, like, they're fighting to get in the fund now. Now, by the way, if you're listening, it's for accredited investors only. It's by private placement memorandum, and this is not a solicitation. Of course, past performance is no indicator of future results, blah, 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 whatever all the things I have to say, the disclaimers I have to say. But if you're interested in it, you can actually send the word Sultan, SULTAN. You can send a text message to 26786. That's 26786. You can send a text message, the word Sultan, SULTAN, 26786. And you'll get more information on it if you want. Of course, if it'll ask you for an accredited investor. If you're not an accredited investor, you cannot, and you have to prove it, by the way. You cannot, be part of this fund because it's by private placement memorandum only, and there's all kinds of rules. And it's amazing how I've set this thing up, or how we've set this thing up, I should say. You know, it's so professional. The information, all the information is a 98-page PPM that you have to sign off on. That that you have to say you read it. I mean, some people read it, some people don't. But I suggest you read it. But it's just an amazing fund. And the thing with the fund, though, is exactly what we're doing in the fund. We're teaching people exactly what we do.
How to do it on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you could come to investor school and you can learn to do exactly what we're doing. I mean, we're teaching you, we're giving the secrets, we're not even holding back. In fact, with certain programs, you can even sit in the room with us when we trade and see how we trade. Like, so literally, Brian is my assistant fund manager. And the two of us sit in a room and we discuss the stocks, how we picked them, why we picked them, what we're going to do with them, why we rejected them. And you can sit in that room just like if you were sitting in a professional Wall Street fund manager's room, but they'll never let you do, and we'll let you do it because we are, according to SEC rules, we are professional fund managers, and we're managing this fund. And this fund is it's incredible. And it's a small fund. It's only a $5 million fund. And, the next one will be bigger. And every time we trade, we have the students sitting. Last time, we have like 12, 15 students sitting?
It was packed. The room was packed.
Yeah, the room was packed, right.
The room was packed, yeah.
In fact, the interesting thing about that is now, we're going to do one more here, and then next month, or either December or January, we're going to start doing it at my house.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start doing my huge basement that could fit Debbie's house.
Are you gonna take that big conference table that says investor schooling and put it in your basement?
No.
Why not?
Because it's ugly.
It's not
It's
ugly.
ugly.
It's ugly
It's
for my
not
basement.
ugly. I don't know why we haven't thought about that. That's actually a very good
It's ugly
idea.
for my basement.
It's not.
It's
It's
ugly for my basement.
It's a nice table.
No, I know it's a nice table, but it's ugly for my basement. It's a nice conference table,
Yeah.
but it's ugly for my basement.
What's wrong with your basement?
I want my basement
What's
to be a
wrong with your
little less,
basement?
a little more, like casual. That's too formal. It's too business.
Yeah, but everybody's gonna be sitting around the room.
They're going to be sitting on chairs.
If you don't know
Folding
what's
chairs.
going on here, this is the
Folding
Larry
chairs? Did you say
Steinhouse.
folding chairs?
Yeah, folding chairs.
And you think folding chairs is less formal?
No. I'm talking about my basement normally. Like, when people aren't there, when those people aren't there, what I want my basement to look like. I don't have to have the table there.
Do you know,
Ow.
there is a chance we have two listeners right now. Why won't we,
Listen, why don't you give the phone number? Maybe somebody could call and talk about something less boring than my
Yes,
basement.
please. That's 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
You know what happened? We're on at 10 o'clock in the morning again, so nobody knows our show's on.
You know
I
what?
hate that. I hate when they change our time.
I know. You know what trouble my mind still with the covered calls?
What's that?
To ignore the account value.
So
Yes,
I was just
that
no,
is
no,
the
no,
hardest part.
no. It's
You're right.
It's not even to ignore it. It's to not get stressed over
Right, I
it.
get
So-
stressed over.
And,
So
and because
I was just looking at mine and
what?
I was just saying. So I was just looking at my account just now, and I noticed there is quite a bit of a diff, which I'm trying not to
Right.
like freak out about. But BA and AT&T,
AT&T.
AT&T.
BA
Yeah.
and AT&T were the biggest losers this month
yeah. So I'm
in the stocks.
yeah.
So to hit the button to click the mouse saying I'm withdrawing the premiums was the hardest click I ever did
Why?
because you.
That should be the fun part.
I know, but you feel like I don't deserve it. The account is lower.
No,
Why
it
am I?
doesn't matter.
I
That's the
know,
whole
I
fun.
know, but that's the fight, the mental fight in
Right.
your mind
Right.
to still take the premium.
Right.
You still deserve the premium because you sold those options.
That's right.
I know.
And it's amazing because that is the hardest part. That's why I tested this for a long time before
I
we
know.
did it. Because you remember, there was a couple of days like, oh no, maybe this isn't such a good idea. And then I realized as time went by, it was a great idea. Now, even if those stocks never come back, as long as they stay approximately where they are now, if they never come back, the fund will continue to pay incredible rates and not worry about it. And it doesn't matter. It's like, so that's what's hard. So it's like if you had a house and you were renting a house, and let's say the house cost you, I don't know, let's say it cost you $300,000, and you're renting the house, and you're making $2,000 a month. Let's just say, make it simple. You're making $2,000 a month. That's all, right? And every month you're making $2,000 a month. But all of a sudden, there's a economy crash on your block where your house is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Whatever. And your house is now worth $100,000 instead of $300,000, but you're still getting that same $2,000 a month. Would it matter what the house is
No,
worth?
because I'm
that's
not
what
in
you
the
have to
market.
remember.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. So it's really hard.
I know,
So-
but it's still freaking me out. I have to tell you because I lost
I know,
quite a
it
little
is
bit
hard.
on.
It is hard.
Me
That's
me too. But there's another thing. How many times you looked at your account, not the fund, your account this month and said, I wish I shouldn't sold the option on Alcoa, for example.
No, I never
Because
do
it made so
never do
good.
that. I
It
never do
could
that.
cover all the loss from AT&T.
that. Well, yeah, but it doesn't
basically-
matter. The whole point is you made your premium on the Alcoa,
Correct.
and you made a profit on the sale too. A little bit of profit on
I
the
know,
sale.
but I guess
Correct.
I'm frustrated because AT&T was the safe stock that we
Right.
put in there
That
as
was
a
the
safe
frustrating
stock.
was that AT&T was a safe stock. Now we knew BA was a little risky, but AT&T was the biggest loser this month.
And the problem is that AT&T or Ford, we get the least premium.
Yeah.
No, AT&T we got a nice premium for some reason we did.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I don't remember why. But anyway, let's do this. Let's go to John in Philly. What's going on, John?
Hey, John, Larry, here is John, your friend. You remember?
All right,
me?
watch your mouth. I'm telling you
John,
now,
John,
watch your mouth.
John, listen,
Ah!
Kirk,
Because
you got to watch this
that's
guy.
good.
This guy
Yeah,
this
but
guy
I
does not know how to
myself.
not know how to curb his behavior. So just listen to this guy. All right. So what's up, John?
You ready? The latest? Listen, I finally broke down and I bought gold like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Gold.
The gold was selling around 4,250. Guess what? 2 days after that, I bought the thing. I almost cursed. The thing almost started dropping below $4,000.
So it's
come
your
back
fault
up
my
again.
gold went down.
What is your view on gold?
So it's your fault my gold went down.
Yeah. Right.
Didn't I tell you to buy silver, not gold?
Now,
Now, silver went down too, but see, the whole point of buying silver is silver has much more room to go. Silver will hit 100 before gold will hit 10,000. And that's important because you're going to make more money in your money, assuming you're buying it as an investment. And also the other thing too, so silver, I hold the physical silver. Like I actually have the silver. Oh, that was the funniest.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about that real quick about my car. What was in my car recently? That was a funny story.
Maybe my insurance agency. Listen, I don't want that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that maybe after the break. How funny that was. Remind me because that's a funny story. That's a really funny story. But anyway, so I buy silver and I have the physical silver. I actually have it, so I can actually touch it, hold it. It's tucked away in a safe place, of course, but
Not always.
Not always, right? Not always, exactly, right? So I buy the physical silver. Physical gold. Did you buy the physical gold, John?
No. How about like a? I can tell. Can I tell you this symbol?
Sure, yeah.
Let's see. What is the symbol? You ready?
GLD?
GDXU.
Okay. So the other thing is I would have done. I would have suggested you buy SLV, which is the silver ETF. Again, because it would have been less money and it would have been.
Let me write it down. I value your opinion. Say it again.
SLV. That's a silver ETF. SLV, right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. That's what I would have bought. It's just it's fine. Either one is fine, and you buy it, but you're buying it for long term or you're buying it for short term?
Well, I was hoping I bought it for around 200. I was thinking, hey, if I get out 220, I will be more than happy. I think the high was like 270, so I'm looking for 220. Come on.
You need to come. You need to come to investor schooling.
He was.
He was here. He was here.
I know, but you need to come to investor schooling. You need to start. I know. I remember.
People don't pay rent, man.
You never came back.
Mm-hmm.
You need to come back.
Yeah.
You need to come back and let me teach you how to do this right.
So what do you think about the gold? Just sit on it, right?
Yeah, of course. Just sit on it. Of course.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. It'll come. It'll come back.
Question.
It'll come back, and hopefully it'll come back before you die.
Right. Hopefully, yes. Listen, real estate question. This blows my head. I do plumbing on the side for like a real estate company, right?
Yeah.
So they give me this water bill, right? Would you believe they're trying to find what is wrong in that house? I mean, I went there, I changed the flappers, I checked everything. The water meter is not spinning. They showed me the bill. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
For a month, Philadelphia Water Company, approximate gallons used per day. You ready for this? 1,022 gallons a day.
Okay, so
And
I'm
I can't
going
find any
to tell you what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened.
A running toilet or something?
Go
No,
ahead.
the water company either did a misread on the meter, like the month before, or the meter went over to 0000, started over again. I've seen that happen before. So they need to call the water company and say, hey, this is impossible.
Yeah. Have you been in the house and you saw that the meter is not running? Nothing is. You listen to the sewer pipe. Nothing is going on.
Yeah, they need to call the water company.
Yeah. There's something.
I've seen that happen to me. I had an electric bill once that was like $10,000 in a I don't know 1,000 square foot apartment, and that's what happened. The meter went over, like it clicked over, like all the zeros went to one. You know what I mean? Went over.
Yeah.
And,
So
and that's what happened.
Change the water meter.
Yeah, maybe the water meter.
Maybe,
they need
and
to go. They need to call them up. All right, John.
It's also
you got to come back to investor schooling. When are you coming back? You coming back Monday night?
Larry, can I mention one more thing? I don't want to hold you up, but this is genius on my part. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
I figured this out on my own. To make sure the toilet doesn't run, okay, the flapper. I mean, I can tell when the water's a little waving in there. But you know what I did last time? First, I shut off the main, the shut-off valve underneath the toilet, okay? I flush the toilet, make sure the shut-off valve works 100%, right? So when I establish it's working 100%, then I turn it back on, I fill the tank, and guess what? Then I shut off the valve again. Now, I'm going to go there now today, and I'm going to turn the valve back on, and nothing should be running.
Oh, we lost him.
Did we lose him?
Stop running. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I don't know. It makes sense to me, but I mean, you're a plumber, so you figure it out. All right, let me do this, John. When do you come back? You coming back Monday night?
So you can throw me out. Yeah, I got to think about it, man. I got so many
Okay.
things.
Well, keep.
Thank you for talking to me, all right?
Well, you keep flushing toilets
Merry Christmas
and
time.
buying gold at too high prices, and then eventually you'll talk to me. All right, John. Take care. Let's do this real quick. What's the phone number, Omri?
That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
One more.
855-939-1137.
All right, cool. Let's go to commercial.
855-939-1137.
Are you done now?
What?
Are you done now?
I think so.
Okay.
Do commercial.
Go to commercials, Kirk. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. How many times are you going to listen to my voice before you
Okay, I got the brakes set for if you want to go longer. I got it for 2:30. That's good.
fast yet?
Okay.
You're going to learn real estate.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
You
Sorry?
confused me, but
Yeah,
you confused Debbie too.
Go
But
to
I know exactly what you meant now.
Okay.
That's fine. Sure, that's fine.
And
There
No.
should be
Else
commercial.
gonna be-
The commercial should be there for our sponsors too.
See you there.
No.
and,
Okay.
and the hard owl's eighth. Going to be 10:58.
Listen,
58
I
or
know
58 and a half.
sometimes you
59 and a half.
see me because you don't want to
58?
invest in real estate.
58. Yes.
Deal with
58,
toilets,
okay,
trash,
must be,
or tenants.
okay, that's fine.
I'm going to teach you a way that
I'm
you
glad
don't
you
have to
told me
deal
that.
with toilets, trash, or tenants.
Yeah.
Even own any real estate and invest in real estate at the same time. You want to learn this, so go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and take a complimentary class this Thursday. And I promise you, no toilets, no trash, no tenants. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. I've been talking about myself for all these years. Now it's time for you to hear from one of our great clients.
Investor Schooling lives up to the promises. Larry's a great teacher, teaches about the whole new approach to thinking about money. I've taken to heart many of the things that he's taught me, and my financial life has improved.
Come to Investor Schooling, and you could be just like Charlie and change your financial life. Go to investorschooling.com. We will see you Thursday. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that we have a radio show right here on WPHT
Right here.
every Saturday at 1 o'clock?
Right here.
It's called The Larry Steinhouse Show. And you want to listen to this show because it's a live show and you can call in. In fact, here's the call-in number.
855-939-1137.
And when you call in, you can ask us questions about real estate.
That's so apropos.
Yeah, I guess you never heard that before, huh?
Steinhouse with
That's awesome.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are so many different ways to prepare for retirement, and annuities are not the answer? Come learn this Thursday by taking a free class on Investor Schooling. Come to Investor Schooling, and you will learn so many different ways that you can make more money in retirement than you actually expected to. Go to investorschooling.com and sign up for a complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
Oh, I like this music.
You're digging it, huh? Me too. I'm digging it too. I didn't know. I don't know if I want that to end. All right, this is the Larry Steinhouse Show. We are back. I also want to shout out to a couple of our sponsors too. I want to say hey to my good buddy Dan at Marketing Agency Near You. Listen, if you guys want to create a website, if you want to create a really nice website for your company, check out our websites. So our websites are investorschooling.com, Sultan Income Fund, LarrySteinhouse.com, and of course our charity Lev27.org. The company that does that for us is a company called Marketing Agency Near You, and you can talk to Dan, and if you'd like to, he will give you a free consultation by going to yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. Great guy. Also, my friend Peter and his team at PB Adjusting. So if you ever had like a claim, homeowner's claim on your insurance, you would call Peter first, and he'll be able to get you more money. Or actually, I should say not more money, but the money you deserve. Because a lot of times these insurance companies, they say, hey, yeah, whatever, that's a $3,000 repair when it's really a $25,000 repair. And you think you're done, but you're not. If you bring in a public adjuster like my friend Peter from PB Adjusting, you will actually get more money. So go to pbadjusting.com and you can learn how they can help you. Of course, the Sultan Income Fund also sponsors the show too. And you can invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. And if you want to make a lot of money, I'm telling you, this is the place to go. Go to sultanif.com. That's sultanif.com. And you can learn more. Of course, past performance is no indicator of future performance. And
blah, 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 blah.
yeah, but I'm supposed to say all these things by PPM only. And And accredited investors only, and I always forget to say these things, so I just want to make sure I mention that. And you have to be an accredited investor. And, of course, if you want to find out more, go to sultanif.com. All right.
You're done.
You want to tell the story about the silver and the guns?
You can if
it's
you want.
It's an hysterical story.
You want to?
I do. So what happened was, I'm moving stuff from my house, and I got some silver in my house. I got enough ammo in my house for a small army.
Do you know about that or no? Have you
I know
heard?
he collects.
Right.
I
No,
haven't
but
seen it, but I
do you know the
he does
story
it.
that is coming?
No,
you don't know. Okay,
No,
so
I
it
don't
will
know.
be first time for you
and
too.
I have enough ammo for a small army. I mean, I have just pretty much enough, not enough guns to keep my house safe, but not an arsenal. I also have, of course, I have survival food too, right? I have, I keep about 30 days worth of survival food, because when COVID came, everybody wondered if we were going to be able to get food because when all supermarkets were closed and blah blah blah. So I keep survival food. I keep some silver in my house. And I also keep guns and ammo in my house. So the moving company said we won't move those things. You can't put ammo on our moving truck. You can't put guns on our moving truck. You can't put silver on our moving truck. They won't let us do it. They won't let you do it. So what I did was, I had to pack it into my car. So I pack it all into my BMW, right? And I'm driving around with this, and I'm wondering, first of all, if I would have driven into New Jersey and got pulled over, I would have spent 5 to 10 years in jail.
Not
just
good.
because I was driving around with it, right?
Not good.
Right, because there's enough ammo there, like I said, for a small army. So I'm driving around with it. I tell Omri I'm driving around with it, and he goes, dude, you can't drive around with that. I'm like, I know, but I got no place to put it because I sold my house on Tuesday, and I didn't buy the other house till Thursday, so I had to drive around with it because my stuff was in the moving van. So I said, he goes, listen, put it in my garage and just leave it there. I'm like, Omri, I don't know if that's a good idea. And he's like, why? I go, listen, Omri, I mean, just imagine, right? They see this brand new BMW with silver guns and ammo in it in your house, and you're an immigrant trying to get your green card.
I am more worried about people will ask why my Maserati is outside and not inside.
Right? So I'm like, if you get in trouble, any trouble at all, and they go into your house and they find this car in there, you're done. I mean, ICE is going to swarm on your house.
I took the fire extinguisher from the kitchen and I put it in the garage. Not that it would help in any way, but I said...
So he finally convinced me, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But I was really, for 2 days, I was really nervous that look, I of course, it would be terrible if my car was broken into and any of that stuff was stolen. But it would be more terrible if for some reason somebody knocked on Omri's door, I don't know, maybe he drove drunk home or something, and a cop followed home, and it's open up your garage and they find his car. They're like, oh my goodness! So the whole time I'm in a panic because my best friend is doing a really nice favor for me, risking his citizenship over holding my car in his garage.
Ozzy is coming to me. He said, let's take a ride. I want to ride in this car. I said, listen, it's not the right time. We'll clear the car and we'll do a ride.
Yeah, his son wanted to go for a ride in the car. I'm like, no, that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, not now.
I didn't even want to give him the key, but I'm like, he's got to get the key just in case he has to move it. But I figured if he didn't have the key, at least he could say, no, my friend dropped the car off here, and but it's like whatever. But it was I was a little nervous leaving the car in there for you.
I know you know that I had a thing.
A ting?
I had a thing.
You had a ting?
Referring to our caller John who called before. I had a tenant that tried to, I guess she was mad at me, and she tried to get back at me, and she used the water to get back at me. She was a resident in a duplex.
What did she do?
Every time I wasn't around, every time there was a leak or something like that, I got the bill, I came to check it. Unfortunately, she knew I'm coming because I said I'm coming to check. She shut the water off. The minute the minute I left, she turned all the faucets on and all that. And I got like $1,000 bills every month. And what I had to do, I put a device on the meter that detect leaks and send me like a notification to my phone. And I figured it out. And then one time I came, and I didn't tell her that I'm coming. And while I was in the basement, I heard the water going on and on and on. Because I was she was in the second floor apartment, and I was in the basement, which is attached to the first floor apartment. And I said, what's going on? Is anything running? She said, no, nothing is running. And immediately everything shut off. And I figure out what she's doing.
Oh.
And I figure out what she's doing.
Yeah.
I know, it's a mental issue.
You can't get the money. You can't get the money from her.
Whatever, yeah. But I figure it out and we deal with it. Yeah. But it was something intentionally being done by a tenant. I think you had something with somebody open a car wash or something.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. Yeah, they started washing cars using the hose, the bib hose, and they started washing cars as a business in the driveway. So I told the person, it was long before I had investor schooling. It was, somebody I was just like mentoring a little bit. And I said, this is what you do. You disconnect, you cut the hose bib and you plug it on the inside of the garage.
Yeah.
I'm not the garage, in the inside of the basement, so they can't do it anymore. So they did.
Okay.
And that was the end of it. The tenant got really pissed. But who cares, right? You can't do that kind of stuff. That's just not right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, I just found that car story pretty funny. You know. All right, Debbie didn't find it amusing.
Well, no, not really. I could have held your stuff for you if you wanted to. Not your car though, but everything else in it. But
yeah, but I couldn't. I don't want to.
Right, you have a double garage.
Yeah, I have 2 garages.
Not a single garage. You could park at her place. You have a double garage.
Well, I can't park inside the garage, but I mean,
I can't. Sorry,
it's too much to park inside the garage.
no, there's just too much crap in there because I have Phil's has his 2 bikes on the one side, and then I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to go through and get rid of at some point. So I need to what I need is like a 60-yard dumpster, and I need to put it in my driveway, and I need to just empty my house and put it in this dumpster.
It's called a bagster. It's
No,
the
I need
best
something
invention
bigger.
ever.
I need something bigger than that. I want to throw away couches. I need to throw away bookshelves. I need to throw away
Husbands.
So wait. You want to have somebody come pick them up? Are they in good shape?
What?
Is that stuff in good shape? The bookcases and the couches, are they in good shape?
The couches? No, the cat's got to them.
Would they be good to go in a thrift store? Somebody would buy them.
Yeah, probably a thrift store maybe.
I got a guy who'll come pick them up.
All right.
All right. Remind me. I'll tell you about it. It's in my tip group.
Okay. Yeah, I really just want to empty out. There's all this kinds of stuff that I just don't want, and none of it's mine.
Make sure you explain to him, don't touch the radiators, okay?
But
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. But I would really like to empty out my house because all the stuff in there, like my husband's very much a hoarder, and he makes me crazy because my philosophy is if you don't touch it for a year, you don't need it. That's my philosophy.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So, but he, does
when
not.
in doubt, throw it out, right?
But he does not have that philosophy. So he likes to hold everything. He has clothes that are so big on him, and he refuses to let go of them. And I'm like, come on, you're making me crazy.
He was bigger?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was huge.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I never know. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, he was a big guy for a long time.
My sickness is paper.
Your sickness is paper, yeah.
Paper I have to save, whatever. I have every paper my kids brought from school ever.
Mm.
That'd be great one day.
I know. That's what I'm saying to myself.
Yeah. But paper that you write, it's not that important.
No, not that. Like every bill, I pay a Pico bill.
And you save the bill.
I stamp the payment confirmation and I put it in the folder. Why? I don't know. Why? Why? It's more than that. When I pay my taxes, I pay it online. I still save the envelope that comes with the tax. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Social Security say I don't deserve anything.
You know what I mean? Like I love my stuff. Like I hate my office now because it's like there's so many papers everywhere. I used to love getting mail when I was younger. I used to love getting mail, like in the regular mail. I used to love it. Now I get all this crap and I don't even want it. Like
I know.
I hate it.
That's part of that, and it's the same thing with the emails. How many emails do you get every day?
Oh, I know. I delete 200 emails a day.
I think my thing is up to like 5,000 or something, and like it makes me like I just can't even get through them. It's like so I look every day and I delete a bunch.
Every time I do unsubscribe for any kind of email, it seems like more are coming up. It's ridiculous.
So I want to. So our Money Hacks event today that we're doing right now. Obviously, you can't come today. You can go to the next one if you want to go to 4mmw.com and use the coupon code. Today you get it for $47 for the next one, which is fantastic in February. So I want to talk about that concept. Of course, comes from my book, my Money Hacks book, and there's so many good stuff. There's so much good stuff in my book, right? What's your favorite chapter in my book?
The one paid lease, I seem to, maybe because I was trying to do it when I bought my Jeep.
Right.
Like I really, really focused on the one paid lease section.
And how to get a car. So
and
one paid lease?
Yeah, because when I was buying remember I kept calling you on the side and my husband's like, what the hell are you doing? And the guy's like, oh, this is different. You know what I mean? Because I kept calling you when I was trying to buy my Jeep. So it was just, because I was very focused on trying to get the one paid lease thing squared away.
Yeah, so one paid lease is pretty neat. It's a way that you can buy a car for 3 years, pay less, like especially if you can buy a car cash, instead of buying the whole car, instead of paying for the whole thing up front, you pay for 3 years of the car up front in a lease, and a one-pay lease, and then you buy the car after the lease if you want it, if you still want it. So it's a really great thing. Plus, you save money. When you do the math, it actually saves you a lot of money, which is a really cool thing. That's in my book. What's your favorite chapter in my book?
So when you came up with your book, just got the Social Security number, and I started with the credit cards.
Nice.
So I think that's my
right.
I think I reached around 250,000.
Nice.
In credit cards.
Nice.
Stupidly
I'm at
enough.
1.3 million now.
Oh my God.
$1.3 million worth of available credit cards. So last night I woke up I fell asleep last night at 8 o'clock. In our house is like away from everything, so there was no trick or treaters.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife buys all this candy. Of course, she wakes me up in the morning because she wants some candy. I'm like, no, I don't want any candy. But she, she's feeding me candy right away. So I think she's looking around going, I could live here alone, and if I feed him enough candy, he'll have a heart attack. No, I don't think she's doing that. But
how it's related to the subject?
What is wrong
I don't
with
even
you?
remember. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
You went to
credit
bed so
cards.
early.
So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So what do I do when I wake up at 4 o'clock? Everybody knows
You
what I do.
apply
all the
for
time now.
credit
I apply for
cards.
credit cards, right. But I actually didn't apply for credit cards this time. I actually went on my credit card spreadsheet, my Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if I needed to pay any of them, right? And I'm realizing that, that there's so many credit cards. And there's so many of them, like some of them I even forget I have.
Aren't you amazed sometimes that the same company, because what's going on is we get those letters in the mail, the best things, that you're pre-approved.
Those are the best letters.
Best letters, and there is a new thing. Experian sometimes sent you that you are pre-approved, and they give you all those options for cards that you are pre-approved for.
Right.
And there is no ding to your credit if you
Right, that's another
don't
thing, too,
get
right,
them.
right, that's
If
another
you
thing,
don't
right,
get, if
right,
you're
right.
been rejected.
So that's not the Experian ones are not the same thing as getting a
What
mailer.
amazes
The
me,
mailer's the best.
I know, but what amazes me is that companies that give you the card, giving you the opportunity to get another card, but it's the same card. You know how American Express have the blue and the black and the
Right.
silver and all that? I mean, Citibank, I have like 3 of them, exactly the same
That's funny.
card.
That's funny. I have now, I think it's 11 American Express cards now. 11 American Express accounts,
Yeah,
which to me is hysterical.
I know.
I have 2 platinum cards that I pay $6.95 a year for each one
Yeah.
because they each have the company. One company, I need the benefits in that company, and the other one I need the benefits in that company. So I pay it, but it's worth it. Then I have another card, a Citi card, my AA card, my American Airlines card, gives me the lounge.
You know that American
So, like when we
fly to Ruskin,
we hang out in the lounge.
Yeah.
Debbie liked the lounge. I remember Debbie was like so
Yeah.
excited about the lounge.
Yeah.
American Express has the bad parent approach, because American Express give you a limit, right? But then you charge over the limit. You know what? It's fine. And then you do it again. Sure, why not?
You know who else does that? And it was kind of a problem.
PayPal. Home Depot
Home
for you,
Depot.
yeah. Home Depot.
So
yeah.
I had
Why it's a
Home
problem?
Depot Pro account.
Yeah, I had a Home Depot Pro account. I think my limit was $20,000. I
Right.
was at 35,000, and they were still letting me charge.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because I remember looking at the bill.
Do you
like,
want them to stop you? What's going?
Well, no, but I had no idea it was that
No,
high.
she thought that it would be declined at a certain point.
I just thought it would be declined.
So she just keeps charging and doesn't realize,
Yeah.
typical woman, right? Just keeps charging without looking at it.
I don't know. But the one night, I'm looking at it, freaking out. And Larry sits down with me. He's like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened here? This is all from Monroe. And I'm like, what on earth? So I don't understand how they let me charge that
So
much.
it's the mindset that it's always 20. You're
Well,
always
I thought
at
it
the
was
limit.
20. I
Yeah.
just thought it was 20.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I haven't reached it yet. Let's just charge whatever
In
you need on
Ruskin, we have one American Express card for $10,000, and it reached 20.
Did it?
It reached 20.
And it's funny how they don't give you a
No,
an
they
increase.
just let you
go.
keep
Right, they
doing
don't
it.
Just let you
give
do
me-
it.
I
find
know.
I find it so odd.
But when the minimum payment arrive, the minimum payment is everything over the 10
Right.
plus the minimum
payment
point.
for the 10. That's right. Exactly. So you
Correct.
got to keep that in mind.
So you
right.
need to keep that in mind.
right.
That's
Say
the
that again.
thing.
You have to what? Say that again.
So
Larry?
if in other words, if the limit is 10
Yeah.
and he charged 20,
Yeah.
he has to pay the difference, which is 10,
Okay.
and the minimum payment for the 10.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so the payment was something. That's why was that the week you borrowed money from me for the business?
For us, not
For
for
us.
you. Not for you. We are partners. I keep doing that. I keep need to remind him that we are partners sometimes.
Well, I don't mean disrespect.
I know,
It's
I
because
know.
you pay the bills.
I know.
So when I say you borrowed money from me, I mean
know,
it's because
I
you
know.
as the bill payer, not as the
We
not
are
as the not partner or
we,
partner.
we are getting there. We are getting there. We have 3 mobile homes. The 2 of them are very close to be done. We are building porches today,
Fabulous.
1 for each one,
Fabulous.
with screen rooms outside,
Fabulous.
and they will be awesome. And that's it. I don't know. The park is getting there,
Yeah.
slowly
Fabulous.
but surely.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I mean, I know that's a very stressful thing for both of us. Much more stressful for you because you've been running it. But it's so good. I'm just so excited that we have it.
One day.
The other thing that's really cool about it, Omri, is I think it actually is good for you mentally.
So I remember we were talking.
I'm
about
not sure you are good for me mentally.
That's very possible.
Yes.
Okay, Deb, what were you saying?
No, so I remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about. I was saying how I wanted to take a course for like a week or 2 on like construction and
Guess who's
electric and
doing
all
that?
Who's doing that?
Home Depot. Home Depot's doing that right now.
What do you
Really?
do? Like a,
I saw an ad somewhere and I forgot about it. And I wanted to I saw it. I was thinking about you and I never did anything with it. But Home Depot is actually giving out certifications
okay.
to be a qualified this or that.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
for flooring, for example, Floor and Decor do courses too. And if you are a pro with Floor and Decor, they're free.
So I looked at one and it was up. I don't know, I forget where it was, but they do a 2-week course and they run through everything, but they only do it once a year and it's November. Actually, it starts today. And I'm like, oh, well, the time doesn't work. And I did reach out to them to see if they do it any other time during the year, and they'll do it again next November. So, but somebody else was talking about there was something up in New Hampshire, but I would love to go for like a week or 2 to learn, like, because I know you helped me with the kitchen. Like some of the stuff I just don't really know, and I'd like to. I mean, I think I learned more in
Just
Delaware.
start doing it.
Yeah, I learned
Just-
more in Delaware
right,
than I
exactly.
did in Monroe. But I mean, I want to
Right.
understand, how you figure that this is 15 inches or why you're doing this, 12 inches from here, or like I just want
Yeah,
to know
yeah.
that kind of stuff, or how to figure out what
It's
the right
like
heating
college.
system.
When you will do it, when you will be involved in it, you will learn so much more than the theory you will
That's
learn
exactly
in
right.
college.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would like to go to a class where they just, teach you for a week or 2. I would really enjoy something like that because then I could get a better handle on how the whole thing works. Instead of calling you up and saying, help me with this, So. And then Larry gets upset because I'm calling you and not him. And it's just like, oh my goodness.
I know. I'm so jealous that she calls you instead of me.
I know because he said something to me about it. He's
So
like, why?
start
I hear
calling
you're
him.
calling
Start
Omri.
calling him.
I know because
No,
then.
no. Keep calling Omri.
No, start calling
No,
him.
no. Keep
Because
calling Omri.
Yes,
when I
yes.
call
No, no,
Larry,
keep
he
calling
goes,
Omri.
He
No, keep
feels
calling
so bad about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, no, keep
he
calling
feels.
Omri.
See,
No, no,
he's
keep calling
upset. You
yeah,
should
but then you're like, you never
start
listen to me.
calling
And then
him.
Larry's like, you
No,
never
no,
listen
no,
to
no,
me.
no,
And
no,
I'm
no.
just like, oh my goodness,
no,
what
no,
do
no.
you?
That's a joint progress. That's a joint. That's a joint thing with me and him. We both tell you never listen to us because
and that's so
you
not
have a
true.
thing. You have a thing
That's so
that
not
we
true.
tell you to do something,
That
true.
is so not true.
and then you do the opposite.
That is so not
Oh
true.
my God!
It is so not true.
Does it true? Is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
Thank
No,
you.
it's
I appreciate
completely
that.
Not true.
That's true.
What have I done that was completely opposite what you told me to do?
So many things.
What? So many things.
Yeah,
There's
we
nothing.
we don't have specifics because it happens and then we just and we watch it happen and we're like, all right, whatever. It's like Omri's the same way, by the way, but you're worse. And it's like I can do A or I can do B is with you, right? And we say, listen, B is the better choice because blah blah blah, and then you go, but A will give me this, 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 and this. I said, but B is the better choice, but A will give me this, this, and this. But B is the better choice but A will give me this, this, and this. Okay, Debbie, do A. You understand? It's the same thing with Omri with tenants, right? Omri, we rejected that tenant 3 months ago, but they still haven't found a place. That's because everyone else is rejecting them too. Yeah, but we can't find tenants, so let's use them. Omri, that's a really bad idea. But Larry, but blah 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 blah. Omri, stop.
I'm reminding you, I used to be the worst landlord.
So one day he'll go, Larry, what about this tenant, the one we've been talking about for the last 3 months that you keep rejecting? What should we do? Omri, take him. You know why, right?
Because you don't want to hear it anymore.
Because he'll shut up. Right?
but I'm not like
and
that.
I don't even need to say I told you so because he'll just shut
And
up.
then I never take them.
Right, and then you just take them anyway. Then I got to hear about it again.
I know, but I don't do that. You make
I
it
have
sound
a
like I do
sickness.
that.
You
When
do.
I have,
You do. You don't do it. You do it differently than he does it.
when I have,
You get annoyed. I'm sorry.
No.
You get annoyed. So here's the thing about Omri and I. We both love you. You're our best friend, right? The three of us are best friends.
Aww.
And what happens is when we see you getting upset, we don't like it. So like when you're doing the A, right?
It's not upset. It's hurt. She's getting hurt.
Hurt, exactly right. Hurt.
Yes.
Right. We got 1 minute, so I gotta finish this real quick. So she gets hurt. So when we see you getting hurt, when we're telling you to do B, do B, do B, do B, do B, and you want to do A, we feel bad because you get mad and you literally walk out of my office and go, and like that kind of attitude. I'm like, all right, Debbie, do A because I don't want you to feel bad. But I know in the end it was a mistake. All right, anyway.
So I just want to answer because somebody asked us
real quick,
a question.
We have 10 seconds.
I know. Somebody asked us, why do you need so many credit cards?
Right.
Because that gave you the option to do whatever
anything
you
want.
want.
Right, I can do anything you want. Okay.
Whatever you want.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody for listening. I
Yes.
appreciate you guys. I appreciate Deb for being here. I appreciate you, Omri, for being here as well. Of course, we appreciate Kirk for being our producer today while Glenn is out. We'll talk about, I don't know if we can talk about it on the radio, but I don't know if I'm going to mention why he's out, but he's out. Anyway.
Let's just say our hearts and prayers are with
there you
Glenn
go.
right now.
Anyway, come to Investor Schooling. Go to investorschooling.com. You can learn more at investorschooling.com. We will see you on Thursday. Take care.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All
For
opinions
PH,
or statements
really?
expressed on the program are solely